Rocky Top, Tennessee.
Boys? Hey, how we doing? All right. Thanks for coming. Yeah, I'm kind of a nerd here, but we're gonna get this done. Let's see. Here to do the drawing for the draft order. I'm gonna record this too for a YouTube video for anyone that couldn't make it. Let's see. All right. There's been a couple changes. I guess I'm probably gonna pull these out of the hat while I'm talking about this shit. This is my hat. Let me make sure I can see myself. This is my hat, and everyone's name's just written on a piece of paper and folded up once, and they're all the same size, and that's pretty much it. Next year, hopefully, we can do something fun, but I think we kind of waited a little too long to get everyone together to run a 40 or do something cool. So I'm just gonna shake it up on the camera and draw it from there. So let's see. Oh, I should probably shake it up here. I'm sure there's not. It says there's 4 people in here, but I'd bet some of them aren't even in the league. They're like my buddies from high school. Look at that. It's being shuffled, and I can't see it. People probably think I slipped mine like in the side of the hat somewhere special. They're just all in there. It's 12. All right, here we go. The first person is this one. I shouldn't take it off camera. You guys probably think I cheated. Spawn these nuts. All right, bye, Christian McCaffrey. We'll see you. Uh, there's a better way I could put this over here. There we go. So I divided up the divisions already, and I just put them in basically groupings that kind of made sense to me based on a way I could group them. Everyone will play everyone in their division twice, and then everyone else in the league once. So it's worked out pretty good there. That's why we do the 12 team and 3 division format thing. I hope you guys can like hear this shit shuffling around. Go with this one here second. All right, pick number 2 is the scheduler. We're doing half PPR scoring this year instead of I think last year we did PPR, so I don't know how much everybody knows anymore about fantasy, but I mean you all played last year except we have 2 new people, but I think they've played before. So they should understand what that is. But every time you receive the ball, running back or wide receiver, you get half point instead of 1 full point. So they might be worth a little less than last year. The receivers are. The Prius Slayer gets third, of course. All right. Waivers are super weird, but you get used to them. Where like, man, Hopefully everyone believes me that I'm not cheating here. Uh, Waivers process on Sunday, Monday, uh, Thursday, and Saturday. So it leaves that process open on Tuesday, Wednesday for everyone to like get their waiver claims in and stuff. If you got questions about it, just let me know. AK47. We did a little bit of a change this year to defensive scoring, where last year it was solely based on how many points your defense gave up, and I thought that was kind of bullshit because there's so many times upside down the overtimers wolf. There's so many times where like the Bears would have the ball against the Patriots would get a pick six, and then that goes against the Bears defense, even though the Bears defense isn't even on the field, because if it's just based on scoring, then the Bears gave up more points because the Patriots got a pick six. So it would like fuck the Bears defense over. And it made me mad because I thought that was kind of bullshit. So this year it's like a little bit different where half the amount of points your defense scores is based on points, but it's like half the amount of last year. And then the other half is made up through yards that they gave up. So in that scenario, if they gave a pick six on the Bears offense, then the defense never gave up any yards. So it doesn't really screw them over. The homie brother men, Duggan. The homie brother men. All right, number 7 here. We got me, the cast mold destroyers. Had to switch up the team name. I think once you win one with one team. Speaking of which, oh yeah, here it is. Murdoch Militia, baby. You will never get this. La 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 la. All right. Ooh, it's heavy. You guys ever held that thing? Probably not, because you never won it. Let's see. People have been talking about kickers. Kickers are shit. They're very bad. Not good. Kickers are very random and they're not matchup dependent. And there's no prediction like whatsoever. Connor's choice team. Wow, that's a bad name. Better make an actual name because that name is terrible. It's a default name. We can't have that. So like a good example would be like if the Chiefs kicker is the best kicker in the league and the Chiefs are a really good offense and they march down the field and they just score 28 points off the rip because they're so good, and then like that means they got 4 extra points off 4 touchdowns, and that kicker now has 4 points, and that's it because you get 1 point for an extra point attempt. So he's got 4 points on a team that did really good, has a great offense, all that. And then you got the shittiest kicker in the league on the shittiest team, and they get stopped on like the 40-yard line over and over because they fucking suck. And now that guy gets like 3 or 4 40-yarders. And like it just sucks because like it's like not even predictable in any way. The bad teams don't always have the good kickers. Like in terms of like they get stopped and they always score the most points because they get stopped, but it does happen most often. And it's like I don't want to get the worst kicker on the worst team on my team to score the most points. I think that's stupid. So I don't know. I just think they're kind of luck based, and like at least with offensive players, you can go based on a matchup against a bad defense or like you know other cues or other things that you could actually predict. But just my opinion. That's kind of why we don't do kickers. I don't think that kicker that sucks should get 18 points, and the guy who's actually better at kicking field goals gets Gonzo. The guy who could be better at actually kicking field goals on a good offense gets 4 points. It's just bullshit. A couple more things to knock out here before we're done. Um, We got last picks, yeah. Sat down. Byram. So the last one in the hat here is this. I don't remember who it is. It's the fucking new guy. Well deserved, Carson. Good job. A couple other small rules I wanted to do, and here we are. Let's see. Trade trades. Half the league has to veto a trade in order for it to be like reversed. I think it should be even higher than that, but like I think most people wouldn't. I think it should be 100% of the league, besides the guys involved in the trade. But that's just me. A good example of like why I never veto a trade unless it's obviously cheating and collusion is last year Travis Etienne. I remember this specifically. In the first 8 games of the year, he had 20 fantasy points per game, like one of the top running backs in the league. Fucking awesome. And Brad Ledford had him, and Tyler traded it for him. Like Tyler had him. Tyler traded him to Brad, and Brad was still in like a playoff run, potentially making the playoffs, all that stuff. And I was like, fuck, man. Like, Brad got this player, and I thought Tyler didn't get enough in return. It was Tyler's first year ever playing. I was like, okay, this is kind of bullshit. But I didn't veto it even still, even though I thought it was a lopsided trade. And then what do you know? The second 8 games of the year, after starting the first 8 at 20 fantasy points per game, Travis Etienne got 9.5 the whole second half of the season. So he literally under got 50% of what he was scoring. So he sucked. So that's why I like never veto anything. It seemed like it was a terrible trade, but what do you know? It ended up actually being good for Tyler in that scenario. So I would only veto stuff if it's like obviously cheating. Payouts. We think we're doing $15 per week this year. So just keep playing. If you are 0-8 and there's no chance you're making the playoffs, just keep playing, keep setting your lineup. You can make $15 each week if you make the most points in a week, and all it takes is one of your players to get like a 40 or 50-yard touchdown bomb, and like you're gonna win the whole league in points that week, and then you get $15. So just keep setting your roster, keep playing, all that. Second place will get their money back, and first place will get the remaining things after all the $15 are paid out each week, and second place gets their money back. They'll get the rest. Ends up being a pretty good amount, like $260 or something like that. Reminder drafts August 15th. That's a Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern. I know there's some people in Albuquerque, uh, so I think that helped them making it a little later. I know some of us would rather be at probably 7 or something, but that helped the guys in Albuquerque. So um, August 15th, Thursday, 8 p.m. Backup day would be the next day, Friday. We also have like everybody, we have people from every single shift, so it made it kind of hard. So hopefully everyone can make it work. But that's it. So hope no one thinks I cheated because I didn't. No one's texted in the group chat. Oh wait, yeah they have. They said let the collusion begin. Very nice. So they have. Oh, never mind. You're probably talking about trades and shit. Well, if it's anything like last year's trade with uh, Josh Jacobs, yeah, it's might as well be collusion. That was pretty fucking bad. All right, boys. That's it. See you at work tomorrow.